Hello and what is up, Bold Crew? Before we get to the podcast that you are here to listen to, I just want to make a special announcement. The Twin Cities by Night crew has decided to add an additional member to the gang. What does that entail? That means that not only will you be able to potentially play in a future Demon the Fallen game that we will be running for our podcast and YouTube series, but you'll also be able to become part of the gang and be involved in future podcasts and other games that we may have going on the channel. So how can you apply for this? First, you'll need to stop by our Discord that you can find in this podcast description and get details on how to apply. We'll be accepting applications until September 30th, 2018, and from there we'll make a decision. We will let you know if you're the one who will become part of the Twin Cities by Night gang. I hope to see you all there. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on that same Discord. Good luck. Now I bring to you the feature podcast. Warning. The following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to Twin Cities by Night and our third story arc, Dread. Dread is set in the Twin Cities of Minnesota, Minneapolis, and St. Paul in the hot and humid summer of 2011. Join us again and continue to follow the journey of Kaetao, played by Quinn, and William, played by Slavic, as they continue to traverse the dark society held within the Twin Cities. They will be joined by three new Kindred: Warren, a Tremere, played by Adam, Valentine, a Nosferatu, played by Alex, and Lenny, a Nosferatu, played by Andrew. The coterie will find themselves joined together by a sense of dread. If you would like to contact us, you can follow us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy. Kaetao and Valentine, you are standing in this alleyway on the side of Ophelia's old haven. You just came down the fire escape. Valentine, go ahead, scenes on you guys.
I wanted to wander down the alley, poke my head out to the main street, and just survey the buildings nearby, looking for if there are any surveillance cameras that might have been pointing at the restaurant at all.
Give me a perception alertness difficulty 8, please.
Yeah, that's a botch.
Yeah, I can't really. I'm not going to go on somewhat. You don't see anything. You're like, why would they put cameras here? There's
The camera falls on my head.
Yeah, there's no cameras here, and you're looking around. Kaetao, you see this little figure come looking out, and he's like looking around the street and looking up and everything like that. Go ahead, scene's back on you guys.
What are you looking for, Valentine?
Oh, Duran, I was just looking for cameras. I wanted to see if anyone might have spotted anything, but I mean, the amount of people that come in and out of this restaurant, it could have been anyone, anywhere.
Odds are they might have cut out. I'm gonna give a look around and see if I can see anything.
Sure.
Go ahead and give me the same roll.
I got 1 success.
So you're looking around and you look up and you see like there's like traffic cams, but they're not pointed at towards like Ophelia's or anything like that. They're more like the speeding ticket or the green light, where people run red lights and it traps them, but nothing's pointed towards Ophelia.
Yeah, with this Valentine, I say like, yeah, there's traffic cams, but nothing like no like footage of this place.
And I don't suppose they have cameras inside a restaurant.
I don't think so. It'd be bad for business if people would see what we were doing in there.
My head's. I can't think straight. I think I need to feed, man. I'm feeling weak. This has been a hell of a night. I've just got too much on my head.
All right. Do you have a ride if you need to get out of here?
Can I get you to drop me somewhere?
Yeah, I need to go someplace too. I need to check on something real quick. Make sure it's still there.
I'll come with you first if that's all right. I don't mind.
All right, but we're going someplace that's a bit public. So if you were going to go up, make sure to look better than what you are, or it's not for kids.
Okay, sure.
It's not to be like try to be like a short person. So just don't look like a child. You won't be able to get inside.
I'll draw my hood up further and reply in like a deeper voice, like I'll put on a affectation so I sound older. Like, all right, how's that?
Are you trying to use Mask of 1,000 Faces, or are you just like goofing off with them?
A bit of both, really. Goofing off, but with the intention of using Mask of 1,000 Faces.
All right, go ahead and roll Mask of 1,000 Faces, and let's see how many successes you get.
2 successes.
Kaetao, as you're sitting there talking to him, you're like, can you be like, you know what I mean, adult? You look, like you glance quick away and you turn around and look. And what image are you using, Valentine?
Just like a little person, just a dapper little person with his hood up, who's trying not to be noticed because he's probably used to being kind of ostracized a bit by taller people, and he just wants to go about his business without being noticed.
That's what you see in front of you now, Kaetao, is this figure looking up at you. It's kind of like, I'd say almost like discombobulating, because you look away, you look, and there's someone completely different looking up at you right now. It almost seems to like you can't identify when that happens. So go ahead, scenes on you guys.
All right, it's better, not ideal, but better.
Hey,
All right.
take it or leave it. This is what I'm stuck with.
I know I've been stuck with some. I know I've been stuck with things. Okay, so we're now to a bar. Just if you have to go in there, if you be on your behavior, all right. It was the sheriff's place.
All right, let's go. Are we driving, walking?
We're driving. I'm getting in the car.
Okay, I'll get in the car.
Do you guys, is there a conversation you want in the car, or can we cut straight there?
I actually wanted to get my phone out and hit up some contacts on the way, just quietly. Want to hit up my connections in the fetish scene.
You're talking about set up like your herd or whatever?
Yeah, for later. And I'm also thinking, because I'm a bit thrown from the not finding anything at Ophelia's, so I just want to start throwing other ideas out there that I'd been kind of mulling over. So I want to see what kind of contacts they have with sex workers, etc. See if I can organize a meeting, see if they know anyone called Star.
You can send that email off, and you also see an email in your inbox, and it's from Donald. And you see that Donald says watching like requested. Someone else is watching. Very good at what they do. They haven't noticed me. We'll email with more info later.
I'll just reply with a smiley face.
All right. And you see this, Kaetao, while you're driving kind of like out of this night, downtown Minneapolis section. You're kind of heading to like the white trash ran down section of St. Paul. It's about a 20-minute drive, and you're seeing just like this figure on this BlackBerry, like they're looking down. You see like the LED illuminations kind of like, shooting up to him and kind of like casting light on his face. And as you're sitting there driving your Toyota Corolla, you're kind of like, it's almost weird because it looks like an adult now. You were just talking to someone who was a kid. You've seen this figure have 3 different outward appearances. This isn't normal. Vampires aren't normal. You're not normal, but this definitely is not like, I would say this is almost harder to grasp than some of the shit you've had to deal with. It's just like, it's I would say almost overwhelming in a way for you, because like I said, the people you've had to deal with in your group, the Ophelias, the Williams, the Jonathans, for all their flaws, these were easily identifiable as being people, at one point. You were the oddball. You were the one who kind of had like stuck out. And now you're looking at like this, and it's almost like the roles have been reversed. I would almost say, and I'm not comparing you because you're a completely different person, different methods or whatever, but the relationship that you and Jonathan had for the weird kind of the weird kind of relationship that you two had, where he felt he had to mentor you. Now you're looking at this person who doesn't fit in, who doesn't understand. And it's almost like the roles, the torch has been handed to you in a fucked up way. What's going on in your head with like realizing all that?
I think right now that it's because he's known about the Nosferatu, he heard stories, and like he knew that they can change faces like that, but actually seeing someone change to go through so many, it's bizarre to see someone just like be able to change how they look like that.
I would say it almost. I don't know about you, but would it bring out like a sense of paranoia in a way, like knowing that these people can look?
Because he always before he was a bit more paranoid, because he knew that after seeing what Jonathan Chase could do, that you could just talk to people and make them do things. But now he's also got to worry about people just not being what they look like, literally.
Yeah, because for how supernatural you are, your I hate to use the term dark gifts, but the abilities that you have are grounded in a weird animal kind of way. And so like seeing these mind fucks that people can do amongst humans Yeah, I'm sure it brings out even more of the predatory nature that you and your peers are, like when you start seeing more aspects of this slowly be unfolded. As you're contemplating all these things, you find yourself slowly going down the street that the silver dollar is on. But you notice that now there's not as many bikes out in front. There's only a couple bikes, and you see the scene of the silver dollar, and you, Valentine, are in the driver's seat. And as you look up from your phone, like after you respond to Donald, you kind of see Kaetao's pulling along the street and he's parking there in front of it. Go ahead, scene's on you guys.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I need to go and check on something in there, and it does relate to Jonathan Chase and Ophelia, but you don't need to. But keep it. But this is something that's only potentially useful.
All right, I'll let you do what you need to do. Look,
and
I
try
got
not
some.
to. I don't want to come back here and find out that 2 people have had heart attacks while I'm gone. Okay, I don't know. I know you said that wasn't. You didn't do that, but just don't do anything unnatural.
I'll kind of look at him and be like, I won't say it, but I'll give him that look like, you can't tell me what to do. I'll just look at him and then go back to my phone. I guess you'll get the impression that that's my look, kind of looking at you like, whatever.
Well, look, here's the thing. I sort of know these people, and quite honestly, I don't need you to carry. I'm not your chauffeur. I'm not your friend. Right now, we're business partners, and if you are not willing to give a little bit, I don't really see why I should do business with you at all.
I'll like a bratty child being told off by his parents, I'll continue playing on my phone. I'll just be like, mm-hmm. Oh, you're done? Are you going? Are you going inside?
Well, are you gonna behave yourself?
I'm just gonna open the car and walk over to the nearest kind of street light and stand under that and text.
That's about as good as it's gonna get. So I'll just be like, okay.
So you walk into the silver dollar, and when you walk in, you kind of hear music, like some Bob Seger slowly, like lowly playing, like the jukebox isn't as loud as it normally is. And you see like there's no one playing pool. And you see there's only like 3 people at the bar right now. And you see that one bartender who kind of you have interacted with before. And you see him look up at you when you walk in. And you see him just like kind of like not breaking contact with you with his eyes, and he's waiting to see what you're gonna do.
Emptier than usual.
Yeah, you could say that. Situations and people's decisions,
Yeah, I heard a bit about that. Everything all right? Everything all right downstairs?
One of them are down there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down and talk. Everyone in a bed. They in talking mood?
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right, it's gonna make things a bit harder, but I'm gonna have to do it.
And as you go ahead and push the door open and head down the steps, these creaky steps into the basement, you turn like around from the steps and you see the figure of Face, who also is an Nosferatu, but you never seen him in his true form. But you see him sitting on this couch, and he has like these black jeans on, and has like these combat jungle boots on, and he has like just this very, very like almost gray like t-shirt on over it, but a loose t-shirt, and has his hair has like a slight like afro around there, and he kind of has like he's looking at you with these very like chiseled like features that are coming at you, like they're you see there's some scars, like some like deep scars like African Americans will have if they get like really deep welts of scars that are kind of along his face, but like for the most part looks like the same guy that you've dealt with before. And you see him, he sees you when you walk in, and he's like, what do you want?
Is the girl I dropped off here, she's still here?
Who?
Carla?
I don't know no fucking Carla.
I came by a few nights ago. Dropped her off.
Man, Bug's fucked up. Sit down. Grab a fucking chair. And he like motions to one of the plastic white, cheap Walmart chairs sitting there.
I sit down.
Let me tell you a story, kid. Sometimes in this fucking cruel world, people get swallowed up in it. People disappear. They go bye-bye. Sometimes it's very bad men who do things. Sometimes circumstances dictate that it has to happen. You picking up what I'm throwing down?
I think I'm getting it.
So I don't know who the fuck this bitch is who you're looking for. So
She
I suggest
was someone kind of useful.
keyword was.
Can you give me an idea of what these forces might have been?
We all owe people favors, man. And sometimes people come and collect those favors.
I see.
Sometimes family members tend to work together when someone from the flock is strayed. I'm not trying to speak in fucking riddles, kid. I suggest you forget her like the world's gonna be forgetting her soon.
Well, I'm just getting a bit tired of having to. I've gotten tired of being told I have to forget people time after time again.
Better get fucking used to it.
20 years and nothing, and all this in 6 months.
You're fucking telling me. I've lost one friend, and the other one decides he wants to quit. 2 people that you knew are gone, and I'm told to fucking figure it out.
Well, yeah. I'm getting on that. Well, thanks for nothing. And, well, hope you get some. Well, hope doesn't life doesn't decide to kick us anymore.
You see him looking for a second. He's like, word of advice, kid?
Hmm.
Watch your tone when you're talking to some people, man. You don't want to make enemies out of frustration.
I found that for most of my life and the past 20 years, that's been my philosophy. Just keep your head down, don't make enemies. When you get up and fight, things will just kick you down. But you know what? In the last few weeks, I've realized, even when you're keeping your head down, even when you're doing everything right, sometimes life just decides to kick you and kick you and kick you. And you know what? I feel like if just keeping my head down is not going to do anything about that, maybe doing something different will.
I think Bugs would be happy right now, kid. Like, get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do.
So do I.
Mm.
Night.
Night. As you walk up the steps and you come out and you still see Valentine sitting there texting on his phone. Go ahead, scenes on you guys.
Well, this was not a productive night. But I'm not going to let that stop me. You got someplace to be, Valentine?
Sorry, I'm walking towards Kaetao, just sliding my phone into my pocket. And I'll be like, no, I don't. Okay, just drop me home. This
All right.
is, you're right,
Tell
this
me.
has been an unproductive night.
How good at you, when you're not being creepy, how good at you are you at being unnoticed?
Oh, that's my thing. Why? What do you need done? I pride myself. I mean, my frame lends itself well to that kind of thing.
Well, you see, there's another one like you I've been working with for a bit.
What do you mean, like me? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Lenny. Yeah,
And
what of it?
there's some place I can't really just waltz into without serious trouble. But you and you might be able to do something.
I think I see where you're going with this. So, is this something that's likely to get me in trouble if I am noticed?
It depends. If you're noticed by humans, probably won't be too bad a thing if your face is good or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
With us though, might be. I don't know. There are some people there know about us. I know that much, but what I don't know is a lot more than what I do know.
Well, I better not get caught then.
So
What do you
yeah,
need me to do?
I'm thinking you and this Lenny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can you give Lenny a message when you next see him or whenever?
Sure.
I want him to let him know that if he can manage to get some good information out of that place, I will owe him something.
Oh, you mean the bar?
No,
Just there?
not the bar. It's this place downtown. If he can find out some good information about some people I want to find, I need some people there, I will owe him something. Might even owe you something if you can find something.
What time is it now, Chris? Sorry, how long do we have till sun up?
Oh, you have about like 8 hours to sun up because it's about 10 right now.
I'll be like, look, every lead we've looked into so far has been a dead end tonight. I need to feed, but we can do this tonight if you want. You tell me what to do.
All right.
Point me in the direction.
I'll take you there. Just let me make a call. But before then, want to call Warren.
Warren, as you're driving to Ophelia's, your phone rings and you recognize the number of Kaetao.
Hello, Kaetao.
Hello there, Warren. So I know your boss, Jenna, whatever she is, said that you were at our disposal.
I am.
Now, I understand how things go, that you do something for me, I do something for you. But see, the thing is, I've been working these Nosferatu guys. They've been helping me out for a little bit, and I gotta say that, well, I don't want to. I just gotta say that if they help me more than you can help me, I'm gonna, I don't really see much reason to keep you around.
Okay.
So here's the thing: there's this place downtown that, if you can find out some stuff about the people who live there, then I might owe you something.
What's the address?
I give him the address of the Echo projects, and I just be like, yeah, this guy called Livell lives there. He's some kind of drug guy or something. I don't know exactly what he is, but I have heard some stuff that he might know more than he should about us, about Kindred. Now, I'm not promising anything at this moment, but if you can get some good information out about this guy, I might owe you something. But if the Nosferatu I talk to, they find out better stuff, but how can I have to owe them something? Can't be just giving stuff to, can't be just owing people everything. Otherwise, I get nothing done. Understand?
I understand. But bear in mind that it's not me you would owe anything to. You would owe something to Jenna.
Well then, if you want me to owe her something, you better make sure. Well then, it's on you to find out what's going on up there. You don't find out, I don't owe anyone anything.
I'll do what I can.
All right. Glad we could see that business gets done tonight.
Since you're in so close with the Nosferatu, can I ask a question?
I wouldn't say I'm so much close as I know they can do competent work, but okay, yeah.
If by competent you mean easily spotted, then yes. I'll withhold my question for now.
No, feel free.
Have a good evening. And he'll hang up.
That question makes me feel uneasy.
Yeah, Warren, when he mentions the Echo projects, you're kind of like, I would say almost like jolted a little bit because you know what Jenna did, the steps she took, and she mentioned why she was doing it. And you know that little resides in the Echo projects. And now like someone else is noticing it. You know what I mean? So I would say almost you feel like you're seeing that Jenna's moves or whatever that like are all starting to connect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, how close were the two murders that Warren committed to the Echo projects?
Oh, like I would say easily like at most a mile.
Okay.
You were in the hood. You were like in the hood. You know what I mean? And the Echo projects are like, and it's northern Minneapolis, not downtown, but it's northern Minneapolis. And like like you saw the towers, man. They're like about 15 stories high, and you saw them from where you were at in the alley in the horizon. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So you just got off the phone with him, Kaetao. Now you and Valentine are still standing right there.
All right. You want to call Lenny or shall I? Might be something. Might be a way to prove yourself to him, saying, "Hey, I've got this deal from this guy."
Let me just before I do that, let me ask you something. What are you getting out of playing us against each other like this? Are you just trying to breed healthy competition, get the best result, or because I'm sensing some ulterior motives from you here, Kaetao.
I'm just tired of being the one being told where to go and what to do. I just thought I'd be the one telling people where to go. That's so wrong?
Well,
I ain't asking you to do anything crazy. Just saying, look into something. If you can't do it, can't do it.
right, but you've set two of us, I guess two groups of us, on the same task. I don't even know who this Warren guy is, but I mean, is there going to be any conflict of interest if I'm working on this, he's working on this at the same time? We're not going to bump heads, are we?
Well, I don't really. If you know who, I doubt he knows who you are. You don't really know who he is. Don't really see any conflict. Just do your thing. He does his.
Well, you let me tell you something as well. You don't like being played. I don't like being played either.
I'm letting you know
Just
right up in
shoot
front.
straight. All
I'm
right.
telling you, he does better, he gets a favor. You do better, you get it.
I'm not doing this for a favor. I'm doing this because it might help with my investigation.
All right.
Let's just go. You take me where you want me to go and tell me what to do, and I'll do my job.
All right. Feel free to call Lenny and let him know, so that way he can let the other Nosferatu know. You can find out deals. You can find out stuff.
All right, I'll bring Lenny up on speakerphone. Give him a call.
All right, Lenny, your phone rings and you recognize the number of Valentine.
Okay. I'll answer. Hello.
Leonard, it's Valentine.
Yes. What you need?
What are you up to?
Is this like right after I left this guy? A little bit later? What?
I would say, yeah, good question. I would say it's about like 15 minutes. So you're definitely feeling nice and warm and, you know what I mean? Empowered right now.
Buzzed.
Definitely. Yeah, buzzed and
I'm still
empowered.
pretty that dude was drunk as hell. I'm buzzed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, well, it's just gonna grab a drink. That's all.
Drink. Could use one myself. Listen, Kaetao's got something he needs us to do, and he thought you might help out as well. You know, and I figure it might be good for us to work on something together. Try and, I don't know many people here. You're a familiar face to me. What do you think?
Sure. Just is he there with you now?
He's here. I've got you on speakerphone.
Oh. How did that information serve you?
It helps, and because of that, I have something else I need to look for. And if you do a good job on this, I will owe you something.
So Lenny's kind of smiling to himself because he's like, "Bitch, you already owe me." But in his mind, like he's just building up, like he's like building up this reputation of being reliable, and so he's like outwardly gonna respond, "Sure, of course."
But here's the thing: the Tremere approached me, and they offered up one of their guys to help look into some stuff. And I don't really know what he can do. He says he's very good at looking for stuff, and basically, so in order to make sure that the Tremere don't feel like I'm just ignoring their offer, I let him know about this too, and I gave him the same terms I'm gonna give you.
Kaetao, do you trust the Tremere?
I just look at him and just like, about as much as I trust you.
Look,
What do you
man,
mean?
I just want to find out what happened to Ophelia, just like you. We've got to trust each other if we want this to work.
I trust you. I trust you to give me information. I don't know what you want with it and what you plan me to do with it. I don't know about that, but I'm just letting you know.
Righto. So what do you think, Lenny?
What do you need? I told you, we want to help.
So yeah, there's this place called this Echo Projects in Minneapolis. I told the Tremere guy Warren about this, and so basically, if you find there's some people, this guy, this Little, who lives there. Basically, you find out what you can about him, and I can't get in there myself. It's crowded with people.
Oh, Little, why are you looking into him?
Let's just say that he might have something I want.
Good, because he has something I want as well.
Even better.
I look a little bit confused right now.
So, do we have an agreement? You find out what's going on. You give me good information. I'll use something. If Warren gives you better information, I owe him something. That understood?
Two heads are better than one, Lenny. Come on, what do you say?
Like I said, I'm willing to help.
Glad to hear it.
We'll pick you up shortly. Right, Kaetao? You don't mind? You don't mind chauffeuring another one of us around?
Chauffeur? Oh, I don't really. As long as you don't make a habit of it, I don't mind it.
All right. See you shortly, Lenny, and I'll click the phone off.
I assume that like Lenny told them he's at the park or some shit, so they know that
I'd
he's
probably
there.
like text
Yeah.
location. Because
Yeah.
my next plan, like I said before, what I said on the phone was probably just going to go and feed, trying to, get my herd and all that. So I don't mind taking a detour and doing that later.
So you guys drive towards the park. Lenny, you are kind of standing in the shadows, feeling warm and fuzzy. What's going on in Lenny's head right now as he sees the car pulling up into the parking lot right now. You recognize the car, obviously, because you saw Kaetao driving it. But with him saying the name Little and all this shit, like, what's going on in your head right now?
Well, so what they don't know, and what I'm gonna kind of try and explain a little bit later to Valentine, is that this is gonna help him with what he's looking into. I think ultimately, I think it's gonna help him. This is for his own benefit too. And Lenny is just kind of like, all right, I've gotten him on the hook now. You know, he's there. He's actively asking me to do more and more things. He's gonna keep asking for more and more stuff. You know, and so in Lenny's perspective, like, good, it's working.
Yeah, it's like an information junkie. You know what I mean? And you're there feeding this habit, and you're giving them good, reliable information too. You know, which is also like going to keep people coming back for more. So I like that, definitely. So you see the car pulling up. Are you, Lenny? Are you out in the open? Are you using Mask of a Thousand Faces? Or are you? What are you exactly doing?
So he would still be disguised as before. Just
Okay.
like this bum, just kind of like, you know, vagrant.
And they didn't see you in the bum mode, by the way, neither did, because I don't know if you remember, but way back then you kind of failed the role. So you guys pull up the lights and you see this homeless guy standing there, like looking at the car as you guys are sitting there. Go ahead, scenes on you guys.
Wind the window down a little bit. Be like, hey, bum, come over here.
He walks over.
At this point, I've got the intention of feeding because I don't realize it's Lenny. So I'm like, hey, you wanna come someplace warm, have a drink?
You are
He's
obviously with Kaetao.
yeah,
right?
he's in the passenger seat with Kaetao. So you see Kaetao just like probably has his look of like, what the fuck as this conversation's going on.
So I walk up and just kind of, when you say that, he just like smiles and says, I see that you've got a lot to learn, Valentine. And I just open the back door, get in.
Oh,
Do you guys want a scene as you're driving to? I'll let you guys have a scene if you guys want to have a scene while you're driving. Just once we're
first
done,
thing I'll do is climb over the passenger seat into the back so that I can sit with Lenny, and I'll greet him. So, Lenny, you ready for this?
What exactly do you have in mind?
Well, we need to get into this place and find this little guy. I don't know what he looks like or who he is, but you know, it could be anyone there. We're gonna have to look around a bit. I'm assuming it's a big place. Maybe we stick together. I don't know. Kaetao, tell me about this guy. What's he into?
All I know about this little guy is that I think he's runs some kind of gang. I know they do some drug stuff,
Perfect. There we go.
and they might know about us. I don't know for sure what they know, how much, if they know how much they do know. They might. I don't know exactly.
You
Like I
see
said,
gang. How dangerous is he?
I don't know. I've never met the man. I've never even seen him. Just heard the name.
All right. Maybe we should take some kind of protection, just in case.
I kind of look at you askance, and don't worry, you are.
All right. Well, I say we go in under the pretext of buying some drugs. We try and find him. See if we can get him alone. What do you want out of him, Kaetao? You just want to talk to him yourself? You want us to rough him up?
No, I don't think that'd be the best plan.
So let's say we get this guy. What then?
I don't know. The question is, how do you get out of something you just don't know anything about?
Okay. So he obviously knows something that you want to know. Is that right?
Yes, he does. And if he doesn't, then there's something really, really wrong going on.
You don't care. You don't know this guy. You don't care about him. Let's get him alone. We get him to the car. We take him somewhere quiet, and you can do whatever you need to do.
If you can get him out from that place, yeah, sure, why not? If you can get him
Go
out
in
there.
Observe first and see what we can find out.
I'm just trying to ascertain what we need to be doing here. It's not like I can ask him questions. I have no idea what you need out of this guy.
Well, okay. I need to know if he knows where two people are.
Right. And who are they? Or is this a need to know thing?
I'd say for now,
For
It's
now.
a need to know.
Is
Okay.
it the girl and her companion, or
Oh,
someone
yeah.
else?
Yes, it's a man and a woman. And last time I checked, she was pregnant. I can give you that.
Okay, well then go ahead and just fill him in then, because I already know.
I'm kind of looking confused at this point.
Why
Look,
don't you
I
tell
don't
me?
need
I
I don't
just
need
look
to know these
expectantly.
things. It really I don't need to know this stuff if it's not important to me, relevant to the job. But you just let me know what you want to know from this guy, and we'll do our best to get it out of him. You want to know who these people are? Give me their names.
All right, Carlos and Cindy. That was her name. Yeah.
Carlos and Cindy. Carlos and Cindy. All right. And if he doesn't talk,
Well, then find someone. Well, then we're gonna have to figure out something from there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm kind of thinking to myself, man, I wish I had Donald with me right now. He'd be able to make him talk, but it's just an aside to myself. All right. I guess we should go.
You guys are in the car, and he leaves the parking lot of the park, and he drives. He drives to out of the parking lot of the park and onto this road that has like trees on the side, and you can kind of see like the Missouri River's on the right. And as he's driving there, he gets off the exit onto the highway and starts heading north. And he's on there for about like 15 minutes. You guys are having this talk during all this as like the lights of cars are kind of like passing you by, the blinkers. You see him shifting lanes as he's going, or like the overhead lights on the highway kind of illuminate the inside of this red Toyota Corolla. And eventually, as you're listening to them talk, this is probably around the time they start talking about Carlos and Cindy, and you're kind of like wondering what the fuck they're talking about. Valentine, you're looking out of the passenger backseat window, and you see off into the distance these 4 towers, and you feel Kaetao's car starting to change lanes as he gets off on the exit, and you're just kind of like, oh, it's kind of hitting you exactly what that might be, the area that where he's heading to, because he talked about like projects. And as he's getting off the road and he's slowing down and gets onto a street where there's a stoplight, you see that like you're starting to look around, you realize that you are pretty much in like the bad side of town, lack of a better term, the ghetto. You see like there's like liquor stores, more pawn shops. You know, you're seeing like a barber shop, and like you see all that as it starts slowing down. You see him, start noticing the car is going towards these towers that are sitting there. And slowly they start getting bigger and bigger as he's getting there. And eventually, I take it, Kaetao, you're parking like across the street, like in a parking lot or something like that? Or where do you want to park your car for them?
I'm gonna make sure like make it so like I park a good distance away so that they can just walk closer towards that place.
Okay.
So I'm just like so that if anyone looks out, they can't see me, but they'll just see them walking out because I can't change my face as easily as they can.
Yeah, exactly. So you slowly pull over and you pull over like about 4 blocks away from the projects, and you're in front of like this rent to own place. You actually see like this huge pane glass window with all these cheap like washer and dryers and couches within there. And you see obviously there's a close sign, like a neon little close sign that can be pulled with a little cord to turn to close to open. And you pull over and you guys are there right now. Seems on you guys. Go ahead.
Kaetao, you gonna wait here in case things go pear-shaped? We're
Yes.
gonna need it. Yeah.
Because I'm staying back here because I don't want to make it so that they recognize my face in my car going around this place all the time.
How about this? I call you on my phone. I leave the phone in my pocket going so you can hear what's going on. Does that work?
Yeah, you do whatever.
All right. I'll do that. I'll call him on my phone. Assuming he answers, I'll put the phone in my pocket and just leave it running. I'll turn to Lenny. I'll be like, look, we're going to stand out like sore thumbs here. I'm going to reuse Mask of 1,000 Faces to make myself look a bit rougher. Maybe give myself a little beard.
Okay. Like you're trying to make yourself look like a homeless person, like
a skeezy kind of street thug guy who might be interested in buying drugs.
Okay, gotcha. Like a homeless kind of like who lives in the area and everything like that. All right, go ahead and roll.
Unsuccess.
All right. So you definitely look skeezy. I mean, there's nothing, you know what I mean? You look like probably a guy who's like 5'2", 5'3". You kind of go along good with Lenny, to be honest. Like Lenny, you don't see it while it changes, but you look at him and you realize that he has kind of made himself look like a malnourished homeless guy, probably a late teen. You know what I mean? Somebody who probably has never had a proper diet or anything like that. And you fit along with what you kind of have going on too right now.
I'm just getting out and just gonna wait for you.
Right, I'm getting out too, and I'm kind of taking a deep breath just to. I've got a little bit of nerves, you know. It's an unfamiliar environment.
Plus, these are rather large. You know what I mean? This isn't just like a house. You know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah,
like,
this is
like what's going on in your head right now? Is it like, are you starting to like what's going on in your head when you see how large and like these buildings are? I mean, even though you still got to walk like a few blocks to get there, but do you feel like you bit off more than you can chew, or what?
I'm looking at them, and it's actually strangely reminding me of when I lived in the forest. It's another wilderness, and I'm thinking it can't be worse than what I've been through. I'll just play it cool.
So you're trying to talk yourself up, huh?
A little bit, yeah. I'm trying to put on a brave face and act like cool, calm, and collected, but in my head, I'm a little bit like, fuck, I might be out of my depth here. I'm used to sneaking around, but fitting in with, you know, a subculture or a group, you know, kind of people that I have no idea about. This is going to be tough.
Definitely.
When I get out and he's like getting out, I'm taking out my phone, I'm typing up a message, and as soon as he comes around to where he can see me, I'm going to show it to him. And it's going to be a text message on my phone, and it's going to say, mute your phone. I need to talk to you while we walk over here about something, and I don't want him to hear.
Okay, I'll take my phone out and just hit mute while the call's still running.
And then we just start walking away.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to feign a limp as well.
I say, look, Valentine, I think there's a personal stake in this for you.
What do you mean?
You know that other Kindred that was associated with him, that Jonathan Chase guy?
I don't know him, but I know of him.
He disappeared, right?
Right.
Well, he was known to be associated with a Samantha Harper who works for this little guy. So if that's related in some way to what you're looking into, and I just kind of shrug.
Thanks, Brent. Why don't you want Kaetao to know this?
It's your personal business. Don't want to, you know, expose you or anything. It's your business. If you want to tell him what's going on, that's you.
I'll stop for a second and just look at Lenny and almost admire him for a second. Like, I appreciate that, man. Not too many people have been that forthcoming with me recently.
Look, I told you, that's how we work. We look out for each other.
I'll kind of put my hand out. Like, is there a handshake or something that you guys do? What is it?
No.
All right, let's continue on. What's the plan of attack here? I don't want to draw too much attention, should we?
Well,
and as you guys are talking, we're going to cut to Warren. So Warren, you just got off the phone with Kaetao. What are you doing?
He's going to change direction. Instead of heading to Ophelia's restaurant, he's going to go straight up towards the Echo Projects. He'll probably park a safe distance away, like right on the edge of the hood, deep enough into safe territory where it's not that big of an issue. And then he'll obfuscate and just walk the rest of the way.
So we'll say it's about a mile away. What's going on when you're like driving and all this is going on? Like when you're walking, like what's going on in your head right now? I mean, shit, dude, you just like have a lot going on like right now that's happened just today, let alone the last handful of days. But like walking into this area where you took a life into these projects, you know what I mean? And they're not like some little Humpty Dumpty house or whatever, like what's going on in your head right now?
There's a jumble of different thoughts going on. Thoughts about how much he hates Cynthia are colliding with doubts and questions regarding his lady friend from the bookstore. On top of that, he's seeing a side of Jenna that reminds him a lot of Cynthia, and that's really angering him because now he thinks that she's using him too and that she can't entirely be trusted. And then the phone call with Kaetao, he's a little torn on that because the coterie is sort of a lifeline to the greater Kindred world outside of the Chantry. But at the same time, he knows Kaetao's trying to play him, and he really resents that fact because everyone's fucking playing him. So he's not sure what to do there. Part of him is kind of leaning towards committing another murder tonight just to work out his frustration. But he's also very focused on the job. And that's kind of the key or the linchpin that's sort of holding him together right now.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a lot to soak in. And at least there was that weird connection you had with William for a little bit. So at least there's some hope in the outside connection world, which we'll have to explore later. So you're walking obfuscated. You got level 1 obfuscated, if I remember correctly, right?
Level 2.
You're walking, you parked a mile away, and you start walking past these small businesses like payday loans and convenience stores with their cracked sidewalks that are still kind of wet from the rain from before. You're walking past older people who have no choice but to go out at night and try to get something from some milk, or some who are unfortunately addicted to substances that are illegal, or who are trying to get liquor walking by. You kind of hear the night more than you do like downtown, where you're just at, where you picked up Adam and Star. And eventually, as you're walking down these streets, you're kind of looking for terrain associations at these towers that seem to get closer and closer. And there comes a point where you walk off the sidewalk and you cross the street to where there's like this basketball court. No one's on the basketball court right now. There's no nets that are on these basketball hoops. You know, there's the paint and the lines are kind of like have been washed away with time. But right now, the blacktop is reflecting different light sources from like cars that drive by, or from a street lamp that's on there with the water that's still residing. And you see, once you go past this basketball court and you cross the street, you see the parking lot to one of the towers in the Echo Projects.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is constantly growing and changing. The Central District is full of new buildings. The Hollywood and Wilshire districts, once far from downtown, now are part of which spreads past Beverly Hills and out to the ocean. But why is all this going on in Los Angeles? Why is Los Angeles an exploding city?
Neon Masquerade.
The Demon's Mirror.
13 Candles.
3 chronicles running through the undead veins of the City of Angels.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers Actual Play podcast invites you to drink deeply.
Go to eorpodcast.com and search the Duets tag to find out more.